If I could eat whatever I wanted with no repercussions, I would be eating Pop-Tarts and Rice Krispie treats all day. So being that diet, nutrition, and health is a big part of my life and really has become a passion of mine, I'm gonna show you guys what's inside of my fridge and just kind of what I consume on a daily basis. I'm currently 6'4", 205 pounds, and right now I'm actually in a caloric deficit, meaning that I'm eating less calories than I'm burning, because my goal right now is just to get more lean and just really lose some belly fat. I don't really have much to begin with, but you know, it's always room to improve. So it's about 12:20 p.m. I've already had a meal and some fruit and gotten a full workout in. Well, kind of like a mini workout. I did 100 push-ups and 100 squats. That's also something I like to do, is micro workouts throughout the day. So some push-ups here, squats there, jump rope here. And I actually recently started boxing, so I think that's really gonna help me get more lean in this journey. All right, we're at the fridge now, and let's see what's in the freezer first. And as you can see, not very exciting, not too much going on in here. We got some wild caught cod and salmon, wild caught as well. I get this from Costco. It is the Kirkland brand, and the reason I like to do the pre-packaged frozen, just because it's like easier to store since I buy a lot at once. And you know, also it's just like easier for my lifestyle and like the way I cook. It's easy portion control, and I just like take it out the package, throw it in the oven, and it's like good to go. So I like to keep it as simple as possible since I spend a lot of time cooking. Respect to everybody who really chefs it up like that, but I like to keep it simple since I'm cooking all of my meals for the most part, because it's a lot of time, man, and I like to allocate my time to other things. So also we got the organic broccoli. I like to throw that in the skillet, let it steam for a few minutes, like with some water, and I don't put anything on it. I don't use any seasoning, nothing like that. I actually like the taste of broccoli. When I was in 3rd grade, I wrote in the yearbook or something like that broccoli was my favorite food. You know, I've always liked it. Some people say it like bloats them, but I've never had a problem digesting broccoli. So it's important to find a vegetable that works for you. For my fruit, again, I do frozen because I don't have to wash it. So we got wild blueberries, and then we got the organic cherries. And I don't make smoothies. I literally just pour the fruit in a big bowl and just let it thaw out for a minute. Not literally a minute, but let it thaw out. And then I just eat it with a spoon. It's actually really delicious. It's like dessert almost. And yeah, that's it for the freezer. So let's see the fridge. And again, nothing going on in here. We got some probiotics right here from Natrine. Those are just the ones I like to use. By the way, none of this is advice or anything. I'm just showing you what I do. Take everything with a grain of salt. Do your own research. So we got some cod for lunch and dinner that's thawed out. Got some cut lemon that I like to put on top of my fish, like after I'm done cooking it. Got some organic quinoa that I cooked yesterday. That's just leftovers that I have, because I like to prep my quinoa in a big Instapot. So I like to use this Instapot right here. It just makes everything simple. I do 2 cups of quinoa at a time, throw it in this big thing, and it cooks in like 15 minutes. You pretty much just set it and forget it. So yeah, you can do rice in there. You could actually cook meat in there. So whatever, you know, whatever works for you. But I just do my grains in there. I'll do brown rice sometimes, very rarely though, just because I don't like the way rice stores, like in the fridge. Like afterwards, it's like, it gets hard. I don't like it. For water, ideally, it's always best to have a filter, because you know this stuff sits in plastic and the BPA sinks into the water. This is not something you want to consume. I have a Berkey filter, but I just have to buy another, like the filter on the inside, which is like 300 something bucks. So it's just not something I want to spend 300 bucks on right now. I'll buy Mountain Valley water sometimes. I just pour this in the glass bottle. Now we got some more fruit over here. We got some organic kiwis. Love these things. They're actually ripening right now. Avocado and lemon that I put on top of my food. Aloe vera, I use this on my face. You can actually eat this as well, but I don't like the bitter taste of it. I use this on my hair and my face. Then we got the cabinet, and this is everything I use, man. We got some olive oil. This is what I cook with. Now, this is one of those controversial things. Like some people say you shouldn't cook with olive oil and only use it as a kind of like a finisher, which is true and false at the same time. When you're cooking with this stuff, you don't want to use super high heats. Like basically you don't want to cook your food to the point where it's like sizzling. At that point, you're really just frying in the style of baking. So you're just frying with hot air when your oil is sizzling and popping and all that. So that's not what you want. So that's when the free radicals are produced, when you're using this stuff at too high of a heat. Just use this wisely. This is the bowl I literally eat everything in. This is the only thing I use. No plates, nothing like that. I just use this to eat all my stuff out of. I use one spoon, one knife. It's super simple. I'm single, so like I don't live with anyone right now. Yeah, it's everything I do can be simple. This is the scale I use to weigh my food. I like to do 40% carbs, which would be like my quinoa, 25% vegetables, and 35% protein, which would be like the fish. That's what works for me. I'm not telling you to do that, but it helps me with my lifestyle. This is all the stuff I use to season my food. I don't over season anything. I actually like the taste of the food itself. Like with salmon, literally on my salmon, I just put this Celtic sea salt, which is like really nutrient rich and mineral rich. Dill weed, organic cayenne pepper, organic onion powder, smoked paprika, garlic powder. I keep it simple, man. Cayenne pepper I use sparingly. I'll use it like a couple times a week. Paprika I put on my fish, and then I just season my quinoa with onion powder, garlic powder, and then I put Celtic sea salt and olive oil once it's done cooking. Then we got the quinoa. This is what I have left in this bag, and then I got an extra bag left up here. And this is Kirkland brand again from Costco. They need to sponsor me. That lasts me about a week and a half or two. This is my coconut oil that I do my oil pulling with every morning. This is collagen. Take this magnesium a few times a week. And then this right here is a powder of minerals, amino acids, and probiotics that I take every morning. And that's it for the cabinet. And then one thing I forgot to show in the fridge is these apples right here. So we got more Mountain Valley. And then we got the organic apples. And yeah, I like to have those with my fruit sometimes, or just like if I'm on the go. That's it, man. So as you can see, that is everything I have in my fridge and my freezer and my pantries. And that's basically what I eat every day is fish, broccoli, and quinoa, and avocado. And then blueberries, cherries, apples. That's pretty much it. It's not because I don't eat red meat or I don't eat chicken. It's just the preparation is easier with the fish for me. The reheating process, well, I don't really reheat the fish, but I don't mind it being cold. Whereas chicken, I don't like the preparation of it. I don't like the way the fat solidifies in the fridge. Now, when it comes to snacking, right now, like I said, I'm in a caloric deficit. I'm staying away from all processed foods, any sugars, anything like that. But normally I might have some plantain chips from this brand, Barnana. Occasionally I'll have some sweets from Simple Mills. They have these almond flour cookies that I really like. Other than that, I stay away from as many processed foods as I can, just because I love them so much. Like, who doesn't? If I could eat whatever I wanted with no repercussions, I would be eating Pop-Tarts and Rice Krispie treats all day. That's not any way to live. You know, it's gonna catch up with you. There's no way to have vitality. And one more thing is, like, I don't want people to think this is like an overnight thing. This is something I've been doing for over a year, like this type of consistency and being this disciplined. When it comes to supplements, I know I showed you a few that I had in the pantry, like the collagen, but I actually do take a lot of other supplements, such as vitamin D3, fish oil, all natural stuff. I don't take any PEDs, no steroids. I would never, no judgment to anyone who does, but that's not my style at all. I would never take any. However, I don't want to list them all or, you know, tell you the names of them all because they are specific to me and I don't want anyone to be led in the wrong direction. You know, I cycle these things. I don't take them every day. The way I just described that sounded like steroids, but anyways, I cycle my supplements. I'm not going to take vitamin A every single day simply because a lot of these nutrients and vitamins can stay inside of your system for more than just a day. So if I'm taking a supplement, it might stay in my body for 3 or 4 days. My body can use it for that much time. To be completely honest with you, I think rest is the #1 supplement of all. I think it goes rest, diet, then exercise. If you ask me, that's the order of priority. Because when you get a full night's rest, your body is just gonna be able to utilize all those nutrients from the food or whatever supplements you're taking. So make sure you're getting your sleep and your rest. Last but not least, go to my website, troyblyden.com. If you wanna cop one of these tank tops, all support is appreciated. Oh, and like the video.